A world where the boundaries between good and evil, peace and chaos are shaped, but not by what we do, but how we choose to live. The environment around us at first glance might seem like another game, but we can build, explore, and dig deeper until we realize it is a mirror of life itself. A world of infinite possibilities where both light and darkness are born from our own hands. In this blocky world, the forces of good and evil are not always defined by grand battles or epic wars. No, they are woven into the very fabric of our actions. The game begins with the most basic decisions on how we approach the land, how we interact with the animals and creatures, how we choose to survive. The creatures that lurk in the dark, the mobs that haunt the night, remind us of the ever-present challenge of facing the darker side of nature. Yet in the midst of this danger, we find that the survival and creation are rooted in harmony. The vast, hidden resources that this world holds waiting to be unearthed by the brave and patient. Gathering resources, whether it's mining deep in caves or chopping down trees to gather wood, represents the ability to create and build, and with every block we gather, what we shape to be our own destiny. Each resource a tool for creation, a piece that adds to an ever-expanding world we're building. The world of Minecraft is one of infinite potential where everything we collect is a stepping stone to a greater purpose. Whether we defend what we've built or seek to destroy what others have created is what defines the true nature of our journey. In this game, we are both the heroes and villains, the builders and destroyers. The balance of good and evil doesn't come from external forces, but from the choices we make. Peace comes through the absence of conflict, but through the choices to create, farm, fish, gather, and sustain life rather than destroy it. So in this world, whether you're farming, fishing, or mining, you will help build your dreams. Remember, you are the one who shaped the world, the good and the evil of this universe. Much like in our own, we are born of your decisions. And in the end, it is not about what you conquer, but what you create, and how you choose to live in the world you've crafted.
And down there you can see the sheep farm that we put up last night. And it is already progressing pretty fast. We had a lot of help, and I've already expanded it out the side so that they can kind of walk around and get different grass and stuff. So thank you, Cloud and Yellow Player and everyone that helped get that farm going so fast. Because that thing just started last night, and I already got a stack of wool pretty much.
Do like a list or something of stuff that will make easy emeralds, or at least as far as I know, the easiest way. So we will get that a-rockin'. Rockin' and not stopping.
Never stop. Never stop and rocking.
We must rock and not stop. Haha. Okay, so there's one, two.
As the resources that we gained together became more, so did our builds. We started building up some crazy ass shit, and I remember that our expeditions, and we had journeyed out and done so much, and then it all came down to, okay, now what were we gonna build? We wanted to bring everything together, unite the world with this place called Four Corners, all of the kingdoms all bringing their kingdom together to make the spot where it meted at, where everything had began, where we had had some troubles and hardships, and now where we had made this great, huge, beautiful kingdom out of all the separate kingdoms, united as one. And as we did, I started working on some monolith type statues. This was Kong, one of my greatest and most proudest creations. Kong took several days, and it was the wool farms that we had gotten thanks to Cloud and others that had really helped get the process going for Kong, because really I didn't have that many materials to start off with because we had been building the kingdom. So here's just a quick time lapse of me assembling Kong. building the scaffolding and then taking a look over at the side view and admiring just the outline that we had so far, and really just taking in that sunset, the beauty that was wrapped up in this land. The settings were so scenic. This really felt like home for the first time in a long time. What's going on, everyone? Thanks for joining us for another episode of the 2-week phase here. We're finally at the finale. The first week seemed to drag on as if almost forever, but this last week has literally just flown by faster than I think any amount of time could possibly go. It's been flying, it's been rolling. We've been letting the good times just rock as we just roll, going with the motion and watching all of this motion, this world. Look at these motherfuckers go, expanding to every corner of this paradise or whatever this place is. Absolutely, it has been just such an absolute honor to be with all these people as this world comes together. And here, finally on the 2-week phase, the finale. Finally, it's here. I'm so excited. And though I thought this was the finale, this is where it truly begun. This was the beginning of all the events that would go down, and I would chronicle it, as I am the author, and this is my story. What's going on, everyone? It's Big Blunt, and I just want to thank you guys for making all these moments and memories with us. We've now edited them up, and I want to take a moment of your time to ask you to please like, subscribe, and check out the Twitch where we live stream all of these adventures at. And I also want to take a moment to thank you guys for being here with us. We are dropping new episodes. You guys can check them out here. My name is Bigbluntjohnson, and this is Dumbass. You might be asking yourself, if you guys could give a round of applause for Cloud, our first ever special guest. Thank you so much. Now go out there and be great.